Edge, my guy,
What's good?
chilling, man.
Hold on, I'm fixing my webcam right quick.
I no doubt.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, man.
It's
How you
good,
been?
bro. Good, man.
Yeah, I've been good too. Just in Raleigh for a couple of days. I'm about to go to Durham for this weekend and come back to Raleigh.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
So,
watching that Max. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was saying, so you back home with your peoples and shit?
Yeah, for Christmas.
Oh, cool, 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 cool.
hmm Yeah, I saw the Mac 10 review. Very, very good review, by the way.
I appreciate that, man.
No problem.
Absolutely.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'm not really the biggest Mac 10 fan, but I'm gonna check that album out.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, like I'm more of a Cube fan, you know what I mean, than and Dub C. But
Yeah.
I was like, I bought the Mac 10 album years ago, and I heard it, but I didn't remember it. So I was like, you know what? Mike was like, "Yo, let's just do a review." I'm like, "All right, cool." You know what I'm saying? So I checked it out, and it's pretty good. I fucks with it, man.
Yeah, the first album, that's the one I'm most familiar with because it had like Full Life, it had like a lot of joints. West Side Slaughterhouse. Oh my
Woo,
God.
woo.
People don't mention that as a diss track, but that's as good as a diss track as the Bitch and You, in my opinion.
It's one of the best diss tracks in hip hop history,
Thank you. Thank you.
and the fact
That
that they made a video for that shit is just
don't get me
phenomenal.
started.
Whew.
Like it was like a meat, they were like in like a storage locker and a meat hooks and shit. Like, damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that shit would not fly today, especially with PETA and all these vegans now.
Oh
Nah.
yeah, for real. By the way, how familiar are you with Too Short, by the way?
Say it again.
How familiar are you with Too Short?
Um, I'm familiar, but I want to get more in depth with his music. Like, I'm only familiar with like the his first album, Born to Mac, Get It In, Can't Stay Away. Um, what's that other album? The Short Dog in the House. Joints
Yes.
like that. I'm familiar with those, but and I'm not gonna be here. I'm gonna be out of town. I know you wanted to do that on Sunday, right?
I said maybe Sunday. Just I
Okay.
just thought where everybody was at was too short.
Right,
But
right, right, right.
yeah, because I'm thinking about early 2019. I want to get into like a lot of early West Coast, like low profile,
Oh, yeah,
Too Short, Ice T.
yeah.
Yeah, so I just want to get some West Coast in. You know what I'm saying? Save up some bread and shit.
Show some love, man. Yeah, Ice T especially because I feel like people really don't give Ice T his props. Like they only know him
Oh
for the movies and shit, but his music is dope, man. Like the Freedom of Speech, OG Original Gangster,
yes,
Home Invasion, the
Ron
the
Food.
the Return of the Real that came out in '96, even the
Yes,
Seven Deadly Sin, and his second album, Power.
wow,
Whew, you know.
dude. Even Ryan Pace was dope though.
Ron Page is not my favorite, but it definitely got some joints. But I'm so glad I have it because that's out of print. It goes for a little bit of money.
Son, when I saw that on vinyl, I snatched that shit like a prostitute in the street, man. I'm telling you. Like,
Oh, that shit
and
is.
and you know what? I always saw that album as like a West Coast equivalent to LL Cool J's Radio, just due by his delivery and the production.
Okay,
But I listened to Make It
okay.
Funky and shit.
I could see that because in the song 409, I think it's called,
Yeah.
he had like kind of like it was like a very lyrical flow. Like it was different from the rest of the shit that he had on that album. It was different from Ice T's flow. Like I never heard him rap like that ever again. That's like the only time I heard him rap like that.
My point
But
exactly and shit.
yeah, but yeah, I could definitely see that though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I also definitely want to get into Dub C in the Mad Circle too.
Oh yeah, Dub C and the Mad Circle. Yeah, I need to get their albums, but they go for money too.
Right. That's why ain't a damn thing changed for like $30, yo.
Damn, yeah, yeah. That
Shit.
Ghetto Serenade, man. That's my shit right there. Love that beat.
I think Out on the Follow with that Sly and the Family Stone sample.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Ooh, and it's like I like that album more than Curb Serving. A
See,
lot of people might not say that.
I didn't get to hear Curb Serving, but I know that album gets a lot of praise, but I still haven't heard it. I want to hear it though.
Yeah, it's good, but ain't a damn thing changed. It's like a more dirtier West Coast shit.
I can
You
see
know what
that.
I'm saying?
Definitely can see that.
And congratulations. I saw that Compton Most Wanted commented on your shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was crazy, man. Like, holy shit. And like I clicked on the website, I'm like, yeah, this is official. So yeah, definitely I didn't expect that, but I'm good with that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like that's what's up. Compton's Most Wanted, like MC8 though. And you an East Coast nigga too, reviewing West Coast shit, and they praising you
That's
for that
what
shit.
I'm saying. Yeah, but
That's
I'm versatile, like I like everything. I don't like just East Coast shit. I love West Coast, down south, Midwest. I mean like Mike would say, I'm a boom bap East Coast nigga for life, to the heart, to the bone
Mhm.
gristle. But it's always good to check out different shit. And I'm not just hip hop either. I'm like I love, 80s music. I love what is rock, pop, synth pop, new wave, dark wave, cold wave, like all that shit, man.
Shit. The
I
same
like
way
some
you.
80s. What happened?
Oh, I'm a English fan. My fault.
No, you good. And I was just saying I like some 80s hip hop, but what I mean by 80s hip hop, I like shit from 87 to 89. Maybe a little bit 86, but more so 87 to 89. Those are my favorite years. 87 to 89.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Before I get to what I was saying, Try said he'll
Mhm.
be here in a few minutes,
Okay, no problem.
and Mike said he can't make it, but he'll participate in chat.
Okay, no problem.
But I was saying, like the same way you love '80s music is the same way I love '70s music and shit. Because
70s music
late,
too.
lately I've been listening to like a lot of '70s classic rock, like
Okay,
fucking Deep Purple,
nice.
um, fucking Frank Zappa.
Ooh.
I even told myself like, come to think of it, I think like David Bowie and Neil Young are like my favorite '70s solo artists and shit. You know?
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
not a lot of people fuck with Neil Young though. This
Yeah,
generation,
he has a whole steez about him. Like that's it's not for everybody. He's an acquired taste.
exactly. Like he has that fucking masculine, I don't give a fuck about you attitude.
But
Like, but tonight's the night. That's my shit. That album right there.
mm,
We're gonna start in 5 minutes, by the way.
I don't know
Yeah, I'm surprised you're still alive from stomaching that album though.
that. Guy, right, man. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Hey,
Yeah,
I rather this album than PE. Then not PE, Puffy's Forever album. Oh my god, I could have been whew.
bro. People are like saying like they love that review so much they were dying from that review and shit.
Oh, I bet. I bet. I bet.
Shit. And it is crazy. And it's crazy though because like me reviewing bad albums like in general just releases tension. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, because it's like you hate it so much. It's like you put all your hate, your energy towards the hate, and it's like it makes it more interesting. So I'm with you
Right.
on that.
Cause like this whole week has been stressful as fuck. I just like, damn man. I just want to just review this album in peace.
Yeah.
Everybody's out. Oh, my sister got engaged too.
Oh shit! Congrats, man.
Yeah. So
Congrats.
everyone's trying to get ready for that shit. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
damn, let me just breathe for a quick second. Damn. Like, and that's why like I want to take this break from YouTube and just work on music for like the majority of January and shit.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, there's times I had to take a break from YouTube because like I got overwhelmed with some of the questions, some of these some of these people would ask like, yo, like I would do it. You know how it is. Like I'll do a review, and then it's like, oh, you think you can review this? I'm like, damn, do you not fucking watch the whole thing? Like, I hate
Yeah,
that, So just a lot of stuff like that, and is niggas ask me annoying questions, and I was like, all right, man, I gotta take a break. Let them miss me and shit, not be as consistent. So
yeah. I feel you though, because some people they just be so fucking rude. I just be ignoring their shit. It's like
right.
this one nigga was talking about how you too damn young to review this album and shit like that. I'm just like, yo, I mean, he took it as a joke though, but it's just the way he kind of said it. He was like, I was just like, yo, age ain't got nothing. He was like, oh no, I ain't mad, I ain't mad. I'm just saying
But
though. I'm just
you see, that's the thing too. Like with the internet, like and just media in general. How would you know if he's joking or not?
shit.
You can't
Exactly.
read these niggas' faces, mind behind his computer screen. You can't.
Exactly.
So, and they
Cause
do that because, like, I don't think they expect you to respond back. And
mm-hmm.
if they do, and if you do, it's like, oh shit, yo, I didn't mean to. Da, da, da. Yeah, yeah, I think you did.
It was like
So
this a minute. Take the L, bro.
pretty much.
Shit. One more thing before we start though. Have you seen the recent Vlad TV interview with Too Short?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Yeah. I don't know, but he was talking about, as usual, Vlad had to put his 2 cents in on Tupac and Suge. I swear,
Oh,
he
is
gets
that he's alive and some shit?
it was not that part. It was talking about how Suge was like his boogeyman status in hip hop and shit.
Oh shit.
Like fuck that whole Tupac alive. I'm done with that shit. I'm done with
No,
that shit.
he's dead. Tupac is dead. Let the man rest in peace.
Like, I think like Too Short even just said that just for Vlad to cure his heart on and shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because Vlad, he's a Pac stan, so just you could clearly tell.
Like, why not ask him about his whole career and shit, you know? Ask him
Right.
about the making of certain albums, like Shorty the Pimp. That's why I just wanted to do that breakdown and shit, because
Yeah.
I hate when I'm gonna do a whole video about this shit. Like, I hate when motherfuckers just be posers and shit, that culture vultures. I
Yeah,
want to do
because yeah, no, I agree with you because they're not fans. They just like you said, the posers. They just know it's an in thing to do because they know hip hop right now is the most popular genre in the world right now. So for them to be part of it and then of their status is like, okay, I know, I have this much clout, whatever I says goes and people will eat it like it's no tomorrow. And that's what's happening right now. There's a lot of winks in
right.
hip hop. So,
8 Mile reference. I got that.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, you see? Not a lot of people will get that, but I put that out there and like let people think.
Hmm. Yeah, cause like I'm sorry, but I think the other and another thing I noticed, almost his last thing, he never interrupted MC Search, but he always interrupts like the black people that he interviews and shit.
Right,
He let MC Search talk. Like, that's the longest I've heard Vlad let a guest talk and shit.
right, right.
If it's not Tupac, it's MC Hammer. If it's not Hammer, it's Nas. I mean, it's getting to the point where it's creepy as hell.
Is that hometown bias, man? But it is what it is.
All right. Well, let's start right now.
All right. What up,
What's up,
Christian?
everybody? Boy Reg in the building. Steven in the building with me.
Peace.
Tribero is gonna be a little bit late today and shit like that.
All
And
right.
album I'm about to review today is Foxy Brown's second album, China Doll.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna pull up the album cover. I should have done this a while, but
All right.
this is her second studio album. Singles albums known for are I Can and what's that one other single? Hotspot.
Hot spot. Yeah.
Ugh. I always thought Bonnie and Clyde Part 2 was a single though, but I'm gonna
That
get
should
more.
have been a single. That should have been a single.
Yep, it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
This is the album right here.
Oh Lord.
It kind of looks like a straight to DVD BT movie. But yeah, I recently reviewed Il Na Na about a week and a half ago.
Oh shit! I gotta check that out.
Yeah, man. Like it wasn't out of I wasn't out of the blue because I originally was not going to do that review that day, but shit
Okay,
happened.
no doubt.
So after the release of Il Na Na, she had gotten into some controversy basically
Mm.
because the hip hop community kind of around that time they kind of that beef with Lil Kim and everyone like kind of took Lil Kim's side basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna get more into that in one quick second, but she was also on the firm and
Right.
shit. Another unfortunate album I touched upon. And then that same time, she also got into beef with like Kim and Queen Latifah too.
Oh, I forgot about
Shit.
that.
Yeah. I don't know who threw the first shots, but I heard it was Foxy Brown or some shit. Then Queen Latifah came out with that name calling part two.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta get more in depth with that beef and shit because I don't know who threw the first shot though, because the internet says some different stories. But
Yeah, yeah.
so originally China Doll was supposed to have been released in '98, but it got pushed back a couple of times. I know got pushed back a couple of times and certain shit happened. She couldn't get like a lot of people to come into the album. Like originally Madonna was supposed to be on the album.
Yeah,
Originally Janet Jackson. She's supposed to do a Janet Jackson cover, but she got like a lot of sample clearances from that.
yeah.
And then it got most contributions from like a younger brother, Pretty Boy. Lord have mercy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then the reason why she called it China Doll was because it was supposed to be a reference to like the drug culture back in like the '70s and shit.
Right.
For example, with Foxy Brown, the Pre-Greer movie and shit. So
Yeah, China White.
yeah, yeah, appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So guest appearances include DMX, more on that. Maya, her fine ass. Total, Jay Z, Beanie Siegel, Memphis Bleak, 8 Ball and MJG, Juvenile, Too Short, Pretty Boy, who I mentioned, Mia X, Gangsta Boo, and Noriega. The producers, Foxy Brown Executive, Robert Shem Kirkland, Kanye West. This was around the time I think he was with the Hitmen around that time.
Mm.
D Dot, Irv Gotti, Lil Rob, Swiss Beats, Charlie Sugar Bear Charles, Tyrone Fife, Bernard Big Demi Parker, most Suave House Productions, very dope production group, slept on as fuck. D Moet and Chris Lighty. Rest in peace to Chris Lighty.
Rest in peace.
Okay, 17 songs. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me get my notes together. Track number 1, The Birth of Foxy Brown. Um, I kind of compare this to like the intro to Il Na Na
Okay.
because it has her talking kind of like a movie, kind of like a movie trailer and shit.
Yeah.
Nothing to it. Thoughts?
Yeah. What I got from it, like, it starts off with Pam Grier. She's giving birth to Foxy Brown, and you hear like the coffee theme song. For those who don't know, all my Pam Grier fans, my black exploitation fans, it uses the coffee sample, the theme song of it in the background, and Pam Grier is just talking her shit, just saying like how she runs the street, she runs whether it's the pimps, the hoes, and all that, and like she's about to retire the game, but she's passing it towards the Foxy Brown, and that's pretty much what I got from that.
Okay. Bet.
Yeah.
Track number 2, China White. Um, Lyrically, it's good.
Yeah.
Beat sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I it sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Like the Isaac Hayes "Walk On By" sample has been used so many times. It's been done good, but it's been overused. Like there's so many other samples that you have that is just as good. I do like in the song she talks about heroin and shit like that. Just talks about China White. Which is like you said is the code name for heroin. Love the line where she says, "Divide crew love, fuck trees, and now it's OZs, small leaks." Yeah, small leaks and niggas with false leads and nosebleeds. Fucking dope. Cause when you sniffing coke or heroin, like it depends on how pure it is, it'll make your nose bleed. So, it's just yeah, so I thought that was pretty dope. That was my thoughts on that.
Yeah, I just wish the beat could have been better, but
I agree. I agree.
next track is My Life. This song I actually did like in a way.
Hmm.
She talked about a lot of shit, but she talked about the beef with Lil Kim. She talked about her relationships with men.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like the song. Thoughts?
Yeah, I thought it was a decent song. She talks about her success, but then with that success comes with jealousy. A lot of times like, it's kind of like where like what I got from it is kind of like she forgot where she came from.
Hmm.
Because like, people from the hood, they get a little taste of money and they just go. You know how black people are, man. They
Yeah,
just they go overboard with shit, and it's kind of like they act all bougie, and I can't stand bougie black people. I fucking hate them like roaches. But that's a whole different topic.
house
But
nigga.
she was bougie. She was acting bougie. She got where she came from. She talked about Lil Kim, like how, and you can tell she was hurt too. Like, damn, I thought we were sisters. We was like we was the Bonnie and Clyde. We was the Thelma and Louise and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like our friendship broke up because of pride. And shit like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's what I got for now. So that was a kind of like a heartfelt song. It was the beat was okay. I had nothing to write home about, but overall, that's one thing about Foxy that saved the album was the lyrics. But we'll get more into it like later on.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. Track number. What's the next track?
Yeah,
Hotspot. Oh my god.
God.
She's like. Let's start with the video first. Before, why did like a lot of late '90s videos always had like emulate that TLC futuristic kind of thing they did on waterfalls, like
Yeah,
more money, more problems, hotspot, always be my sunshine. I mean, I can just name a lot, but yeah, the
yeah,
song was
yeah.
songs.
I fucking hate this song. And if you notice, Reg, like Silver was the main theme for a lot of videos. Like
Oh,
in the late '90s, like in like a lot of those flashy videos that you mentioned.
mm-hmm.
That song that Busta Rhymes did with Janet Jackson, there was a lot of silver or platinum, because platinum was the thing in the late '90s. That was the thing. Now platinum don't mean shit nowadays. Platinum is like, damn nigga, it's like it was dope in the late '90s, but it's like, damn, you wearing platinum, it's like you got that from the flea market. It's like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? But um, yeah, this
niggas
song
be
I wasn't too crazy about. And it unfortunately is like her most successful single off the album. And I remember like in the '90s, man, like in the late '90s, like I said in the podcast, Speaking Cloud podcast, yo, this album was heavily promoted. Like it was, I haven't seen so much hype off of this album. Like this album was like her most promoted, her most hyped up album to be. And but then when you
yeah.
hear it, it's kind of like, really, this is what we hyped up to. Um,
Oh,
like she was on all these talk shows, like she was on The View, she was on Ricky Lake, um, she was
Roseanne.
on yeah Roseanne, she was on Oprah, all this shit. I remember in the hood, like I would see like the China Doll poster on the billboards and shit. I'm like, oh shit, like And obviously I haven't heard the album when it came out. I heard it like years later, and it's just like, really, this is what y'all hyped this up to be. But I do like the line where she says, hey yo, rhyme or crime, let's get it on. MCs want to eat. No, that no, I'm sorry. The lines that she said where she says, rhyme or crime, hey yo, rhyme or crime, let's get it on. MCs want to eat me like Ramadan, but it's Ramadan. Like, what? Like, that's the best you could. Like, oh my god, that
I
was
thought
stupid.
you fast like in Ramadan though.
Yeah,
The fuck is she talking?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. It's just crazy.
man, like, and you know what's crazy about this whole fucking album though, Chyna doll. I'm just gonna mention this once, but I'll mention it again
Mm-hmm.
later on. This caught the bad boy syndrome hard.
Oh, facts, facts.
You might as well have thought that Puffy executive produced this whole fucking album.
I'm glad you said that because I don't know if you noticed it, but when I was listening to this album earlier today, like when I was writing, as I was writing notes, it's she was heavily influenced by Biggie. The way she rapped and the way she said certain words,
Oh
total Biggie clone. I'm like, yo, like, are you fucking serious? Like, let it go. Like, Jesus Christ.
yeah, I even heard her do that huh sound sentence. I was like,
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
yeah. Next track, Corrupt's favorite song, Dog and a Fox featuring DMX. Okay, the backstory behind this.
Yeah.
So, in a recent Breakfast Club interview, this was originally supposed to, according to Corrupt, this was originally supposed to be a song with him and Foxy. But you
Yeah.
guys know the whole story. Foxy and DMX were seeing each other on the side,
Hmm.
and she stole the song concept and used it for DMX.
Yeah.
So, if you guys seen that recent Corrupt interview, mentioned it. He mentioned them by their government names. But the song, it's an okay song.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice seeing DMX and Foxy. I'm not saying that they don't have chemistry, but it's still shady if you think about it.
Right. 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 Right.
But DMX killed his verse. Like he said some
Oh,
shit like,
absolutely.
"I've been playing bitches all my life, from that hoe to my wife. You think I give a fuck like you don't know I'm living tripe? Strife and struggle, bitches with pussy on the juggle. Little shorty named Tamika, he always mentions Tamika, from 25th who can smuggle. Like,
Yeah.
always that girl Tamika, he keeps mentioning in his rhymes. I'm just like, is a pussy that good, bro? Like, for real, Tamika, he mentioned her all in like in Dark and Hell is Hot, Flesh of My Flesh. This girl
Hmm.
Tamika, I want to meet this girl Tamika though.
It's
It's
probably
a
his
pussy
first crush.
good,
I'm assuming it's like his first crush or something,
right?
like something that he can never get over. So he's like, all right, let me. That's crazy. Yeah, well said, Reg. Yeah, pretty much like Reg said, that's what pretty much sparked the beef with DMX and Corrupt, and then Corrupt on his second album on Streets of the Mother. I think it's the song Call Out My Name, calling out names or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Is when he addresses DMX and shit. Because like everybody knows that Corrupt and Foxy Brown was an item at one point, but then Jay Z had some dabs into that too, which I heard too. But Corrupt, that was a boo thing at the time, and and, him being a dog pound and her being Foxy, that's why that whole thing came about. So that's why Corrupt felt the way he did. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope song. It's a decent. It's a dope song. Um, not one of Swiss Beats' best beats. I feel like he made better beats than that. It was kind of subpar for Swiss Beats, in my opinion. But
right.
it's a cool track. I fucks with it.
Yeah, the beat kind of sounded like a throwaway beat, like something he could have used as a B side on Flesh of My Flesh or some shit.
Or an interlude or some shit.
Right. Then we get to Job, capital
Okay.
letters, featuring Maya. This could have well been a Maya song.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Maya was big around this time, like for also real shit.
Yeah, this
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go.
this fuck, I must say, this is the gold diggers anthem because the shit that she talks about is like this is the shit like the shit that she was talking about. Like you better have a job, and if you can afford me, if you want to go out with me, you better have a job. I mean, not just any job. Like you better like, and I have expensive, shopping habits. I love buying Jimmy shoes and Fendi shoes and all that shit. Better have money like that. So it's like that kind of thing. So a lot of bougie bitches. Like again, one of these hood chicks that they get a little taste of money, and then they forget where they come from and shit. Fucking humble yourself, yo. So that's what I got for now. Like I said, the gold diggers anthem right there.
Like they think their whole piss is golden and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, facts. And niggas eat that shit up. Cause just cause they got a fat ass and they light skin and shit, they got a nice, weave and shit. Like, yeah, it's just fuck that shit, man.
Shit. And oh Lord. Anyway, moving
Yeah.
on from that.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, we got like 10 more songs left. We got like 10 more songs left, yo.
Oh my god, Reg, fuck you, man. Jeez.
Hey man, like it was a my homeboy requested me. He made it seem like I'm not a Foxy fan and shit.
No, I'm just busting your chops, bro.
I know. So I told him like I even told him like I surprisingly I'm gonna mention this at the end of the review. I don't hate this album as much as I did, but it's still
Right.
trash.
Better you than me, man.
Yeah. We're gonna get to Bomb Ass, which is short for Bomb Ass Pussy. I swear to God, like the death row influence, corrupt laid, all this impeccable. I'm sorry. Just, what you think?
I hate to break it to you, but this is the beginning of bomb ass pussy of dog food. So
Exactly.
yeah, so it's like, are you like so you recycling skits now? Like that's the best you could like. Come on, man, that is corn. I'm surprised Suge Knight allowed that. You don't know seriously. It's like what the fuck? Like this is what we doing now? Yeah, that was trash, man. Like that was corn and bomb ass pussy. That's a dope song, but to use on this album is just like seriously, that's very lazy, very fucking lazy.
But
But
look,
yeah, it's
it's
whatever.
different. She spells ass ASS. They spelled it AZZ.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how West Coast shit though.
Shit. Because she knows the West Coast motherfuckers will clap her ass and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Like a Suge Knight can dangle Vanilla Ice from the balcony. Who would could imagine he can do the Foxy and shit?
Yeah, facts.
All right, there we get to I Can't featuring Total.
hmm
Bad boy all over, huh?
Yeah.
Uh, I mean that Wham sample. It was a pretty dope Wham sample and shit, but
hmm
this could have been on the Forever album. I'm sorry.
Wow.
All it was missing with Puffy's ad-libs. That's all it was missing.
Oh man.
Rest in peace, Kim Porter.
Yeah, recipe to her, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this song, there's a video for his second single of the album. Um, what I got from it is pretty much like it's like a inspirational song for girls, man, that to stand up for themselves, like just don't be taken advantage of by these dudes and shit. Don't you know what I'm saying? Girl power. Feminists would love these song with this would love this song.
Oh
Um,
shit.
yeah, like the line where she says, "Pussy is power. Let me school you, girl." I mean, you can't get one more feminist than that. Like that shit is crazy. I like the beat. The beat is dope, but dope video too for it. But yeah, I could imagine like this, like girls around that time would go off for this song. Like Like, yeah, nigga, like, yo, we got a chick standing for us, you know? All the shit that you did for us, did to us in the past, nah, you can't get away with that no more. And that's what I got from that shit right there.
Right, because this was the era of the Spice Girls, of the Britney Spears.
Right, 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 right.
Yeah. So you know, if you want to be mine, love that shit. You know, my sister loved that shit so much. Like, I just like Mel B. I just care for that Mel B chick. The rest can
Right.
go. Next one, Bonnie and Clyde Part Two featuring Jay-Z. That was dope. I like that
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jay-Z and Foxy. Every time they come together, it's a dope combo and shit.
Yeah.
Jay-Z says some lines that I want to quote. Give me 1 second.
No doubt.
But you can say your thoughts on the song if you want.
Nah, yeah, pretty dope song. Definitely one of the best songs of the album. I don't know if you might agree with me, but since you just reviewed Il Nana, um, I always felt this was like part two of I'll Be.
Yeah,
You know, I could see that. Just them, Foxy Brown being Jay-Z's ride or die. Being like the title says, Bonnie and Clyde. Um, them being doing robberies together and shit like that. I love the back and forth between them two. I thought that was pretty dope.
very
Yeah,
dope.
that's pretty much my thoughts on that. Pretty dope song.
Yeah, very good song. Like, I like the Jay-Z line. He said some shit like, "Ran up at Chemical. The bank robbers in our routine is like Saint Bernard swimming. Everybody hit the floor, guns, guys, and women. Kids rush for the door. Keep your cry to a limit. Time check, ma. We got about 5 minutes before the authorities rush and the FBI's in it. That tells us up to something. Look, his eyes are squinted. Like, Jesus
Woo.
Christ. This was like fucking volume 3 Hove and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Street
Oh yeah.
shit. Whoo!
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, next song. 456 featuring Beanie Siegel and Memphis Bleak.
Whew.
Lord, this
Whew.
was a dope one. This was a
Yeah.
very dope. Wasn't expecting these two to be on the album, but I'll let it be, you know, because
Oh no
Beanie
doubt.
Siegel killed it.
Mm-hmm.
For a minute, I thought it was gonna be a cover of the Cool G rap song 456, but I was like,
Oh, dude.
I was I was about to be like, no, please God, oh please God.
Oh man. Yeah,
I got,
that was
yeah, I gotta read that Cool G rap album though.
oh man, such a dope album, man.
Underground
So,
classic.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Beans, man. He fucked yeah, this is Beans in his prime, dude. Like to me, he had the best verse, man. Love the line where he says, you weak ass niggas, yeah, you weak ass niggas bust out of fear. I know y'all softer than feathers that they stuff in a bear. And another line where I like where he says, twist your shit back, spit till my gas sits back. Pack four pieces like a Kit Kat. Head, get that? Cop Chris by the 6 pack. Range Rove, dot six that. Fucking dope, man. Like
yeah.
so, yo, Beans is that nigga, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah,
Like
whew.
those those first 3 albums are my favorite.
Oh, those are his Magnum Opus, and then his Public Enemy mixtape from '06. Oh my god, retarded, my nigga.
Yeah, I gotta check that shit out.
Yeah, fire, my dude.
Yeah. By the way, though, even though I say his first 3 albums, the reason kind of had some joints where I was kind of iffy upon though.
Really?
The one back in 2001.
No, no, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to re-listen to the album. Got to re-listen.
You know, it's funny you said that because that's how I feel about the Truth album.
Wait a minute. What year did the Truth come out?
2000.
Hold on, that could be the album I'm talking about.
The reason came out in '01.
Oh yeah, I was talking about the reason though, because I love the Truth.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have to make sure, double check.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like thank God it wasn't that Cool G rap cover, but they all did it.
Woo.
Then my favorite track, Ride Down South,
Mm.
featuring 8 Ball and MJG, Juvenile, and Too Short.
Yeah.
Damn, she's going all over the hip hop culture with this one.
Mm-hmm.
But this is my favorite track on the album because Most Suave dropped probably the freshest beat on this whole project and
Right.
shit. I felt like 8 Ball definitely he had the best verse.
I agree with you. I
Okay,
agree.
yes, like Foxy's second due to the flow and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like 8 Ball says some shit like, "Pass me this them Swisher sweets, pass me then Swisher streets. Let's get it in crump. If a nigga disrespect me, I'ma prove my shit and dump. Blast rhymes like a pump, turn your belly to jelly. Veteran MC, I don't think your rookie's ready. Like, damn,
Woo.
jeez,
Woo.
yeah, my goodness, oh my god, that's not my favorite line. 8 Ball, FATMACK, known for laying it down and doing shit to play away. Calibos of the dough ain't no secret. Space H pimping means I don't do shit for free. Like,
Yeah, he's a monster. Son, have you heard his album, the Lost album?
yes, yeah, I heard that shit.
Okay. Yo, fire, fire, fire.
Bro, 8 Ball MJG in the 90s.
Yeah.
Bro, that's all you need to know.
Yeah, I need to get the rest of like the early albums, like Coming Off Hard, all them shits, man. Definitely get my hands on those. Those will go for a little bit of money, but definitely get my hands on those one day. Um yeah, like you said, man, 8 Ball, he had the best verse in the track. Um my favorite line is where he says Kilo flows, I got him hit him in the basement, chopping boys up on some putting it in the face shit. Whoo!
God,
Lethal, my nigga. Love that shit, dude.
yeah, man. Like, I'm so glad I got a copy of On Top of the World, but it's chopped and screwed. But it's
Ah,
not a bad chopped and screwed. It's still tolerable. But I
yeah,
didn't
but
realize,
still, man, I want to hear the album in its original form, man.
yeah. If I find it on vinyl, I'm just gonna get it, man. Fuck.
Oh, no doubt, facts.
But I didn't go come home. I was like chopped and screwed. I'm like, and they put it like really small and shit.
Ah, man, that's how
Like
they get you.
motherfuckers. Yeah. What's up, Edgar? What's up, Mike?
Edgar, my guy, Mike C, peace, man.
Shit. Then we get to Can You Feel Me, Baby, featuring Pretty Boy. Trash.
Yo,
Yo, Chris.
Oh,
what up?
trash. What's up, man?
Killing. What track you all up to?
Son,
Can You Feel Me, Baby?
That was what track is that? Number 5?
Oh
nah,
no.
that's track 12, yo.
Oh shit. The album is horrible for anybody that's watching. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste your money on this shit. It's terrible.
Unless you're a true Foxy fan, unless.
Yeah, you gotta
Yes.
be a
And
Foxy
even the
fan.
true Foxy fans ain't gonna fuck with it like that.
Well,
You know what I mean?
do you want to give your rundown on your thoughts on all the previous tracks if you
Um,
remember or not?
the only track I liked on here was the one with Jay-Z.
Oh, the Bonnie
Okay.
Clyde too.
That shit is fire.
Yeah, that shit is fire.
And I like I like this, I think it was the second single with Total.
Oh, I can't. Yeah.
That was dope, but everything else now. I did not like it. The production was bad. The collabs was bad.
Dollar Store.
Nah. The best thing about that album is like the pictures in the booklet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because Foxy was looking sexy in that shit, but everything else now.
In the words of LL Cool J, I took that shit to the bathroom.
Word, dude. Like she like that like China Doll make Phenomenon sound like a classic album.
Wow.
I wouldn't go that far.
Wow.
I'll,
Wow.
I'll probably give the China album status.
Unpopular opinion,
Yo.
you know.
I won't go that far though. I won't go that far.
Yeah, I'd rather listen to that album than China Doll.
Shit.
I have to agree with you on that.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, man. I can tell no one likes "Can You Feel Me, Baby?" Cause I didn't feel shit from this.
Son, oh my God, Pretty Boy. For those who don't know who Pretty Boy is,
My brother.
for my Foxy Brown fans, you guys might know,
Mm-hmm.
he's a tall, dark-skinned dude with the hazel eyes. That's Foxy Brown's younger brother.
Yeah,
He goes by Young Gavin.
right.
You can tell he hasn't done shit in his career because from what I heard, from what I remember, he actually got arrested a couple years ago for identity theft, credit card schemes and shit.
Wow.
So he did a couple years in jail. So that
He
tells
was a
you
producer though.
he was a producer, yeah.
He
But
produced
huh?
he produced Take Me Now for Nas.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did.
did, yeah, I heard that too. I'm like, what?
Yeah, if you got the I am like the booklet, the credits is in there from.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. I do have that album. I gotta check the booklet.
Yeah, he
Oh
produced that.
wow.
But yeah, man, that dude, yeah, he's trash, man. He's a fake Mace, man. Fake as hell. Mace wannabe. He's like a Mace slash Fabulous,
Yeah.
Oh,
carbon copy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because Fab got his own style for Mace. Like, let's keep it a buck. Everybody knows that.
he
So
did.
it's like, oh my God, man. Like, we don't need any more of that. Please stop it.
Right.
So, cause like in the '90s, niggas was trying to be like Mace.
Oh
In the
yeah.
2000s, everybody's trying to be like Jay.
Right.
So it's just like it's too much. Like, stop it.
Mhm. Yep.
Kendrick and Drake.
God.
Anyway, then we get to Ball a Bitch featuring Pretty Boy again and Too Short.
Oh boy.
Too Short can't even save this song.
Yeah. This is okay track.
Yeah.
Uh then we get to BWA featuring Mia X and Gangsta Boo. I actually like this song.
Right.
That was cool. I think Mia X had the best verse in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah, she did her thing on that.
Yeah.
It got me drinking fucking vino, man, because listening to this fucking album.
Shit. I feel like Gangsta Boo, I feel like she did her thing too and shit like that.
But
Like my watchers, if you have not, I mentioned this plenty of times, but please check out the Inquiring Minds album.
Mm-hmm.
her first two albums, son. First
Yes,
two albums. Best of both worlds, 69. Fire, my dude. 01. Woo.
I never listened to none of her albums. I gotta check her out.
Yeah, I was start with Inquiring Minds from
Mhm.
'98. That was pretty dope. The single of that album is Where Them Dollars At.
Right.
But yeah, she got some shit on that album, man. Oof.
and one thing I can say about this,
Mhm.
I like the fact that they didn't actually look for a single like a popular song from NWA. They went for a deeper album cut and shit.
Right.
Right.
So
Facts.
I can respect them for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just wish the album sounded as good as that song, but
hmm
then we get to Tramp. Oh no, I didn't like this song.
Yes, this was trash. This again, another Gold Digger song. This is what's that song I said that was a Gold Digger's anthem? Oh, The Job, the J.O.B. joint. This is
Yeah.
like J.O.B. part two. So it's like she's talking about how she don't like fucking with broke niggas. You know what I mean? You
Right.
can't be broke niggas stepping up to her.
Right.
Like I said, I think that's what kind of, you know, catapulted this whole species of women that's out right now.
Mhm.
These black chicks, like I said, I was telling Reg, like, you take a girl from the hood that
Right.
gets a little piece of money, a taste of money,
Mhm.
they act all bougie. You know how black people be.
Yeah.
They be
Yeah.
acting all bougie and shit. They have to have the Benz, they have to have the luxury cars, but they still live in the projects. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
got nothing to show for it. They forget where they come from.
Right.
They're not humble, shit like that, man. So I hate that. So that, and I feel like with this album, she kind of catapulted, she catapulted a whole species of women like with that shit. You know,
Right.
so it is what it is with that. Yeah, Tramp, I could have done without that.
Yeah. Baby Mother was just a little skit that led up to the next song, to be real.
Oh God, yeah, that shit.
It's hard being wifey. Noriega.
Oh God.
Noriega. Noriega. Mm. I hate that word wifey so much. Wifey.
I actually like this song, believe it or not.
Right.
Mm.
You know, because I remember it was actually one of the first songs off the album that I've heard, but I didn't know it was part of the album because I've heard that song before and then like on a mixtape or some shit, but I didn't know it was part of China Doll. But then when I found out China Doll, I was like, oh shit, that's
Mm.
interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just has that that mixtape feel to it.
Mm.
Like you know what I mean. So that's why I kind of like it so much.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
I don't remember
All
none.
right.
I'm like yo, like this. I know y'all saying the song titles. I don't remember none of this shit.
It's not that
It's like I
memorable.
barely played China Door. Yo. That's why I end up like getting rid of it. I never played it.
Yeah, I have it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, out of respect for Rez that I have, he was like,
Right.
let's review that. I'm like, all right. So it's like, I had to write my notes because I haven't listened to the album in a couple years.
Yeah.
So it's not memorable for me. It's not an album. It's not an album that I listen to like that. Now, El
Right.
Nana and Broken
Oh yeah.
Sun,
Yeah.
yes,
Those are
I'm
dope.
bumping those all day. But
Right.
this album, nah. And like I was telling Reg, Chris, and I know you remember because me and you being from New York,
Right.
how hyped up this album was. It was like heavily promoted. Like she
Yep.
was on Roseanne, she was on Ricky Lake,
Hmm.
she was on The View, like all
Yeah.
these talk shows, these primetime talk shows
Hmm.
in 98, 99. And it was like you would think like, oh shit, like she about to put out some dope shit.
Yeah.
And I think the problem with this album is that she was trying to do too much. Like she was trying to cater to a whole bunch of people, which I get,
Right.
but it didn't work out. The production didn't really help her. The only thing that saved her was the lyrics. That's the only
Yeah.
thing. But like I
Yeah.
said, like I was telling earlier in the video, how when she was rapping like she was Biggie. Like she was like a
Yeah.
Biggie clone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, come on, man. Like I get it. Lil Kim was doing that. You don't
Right.
gotta do that either. You know?
Crazy.
I don't know. And then young Gavin or Pretty Boy, where the fuck he goes by now, and he's not doing much. Like it's just he didn't add anything to the fucking album. Is the only good thing about the album, like I said, is the album cover and the album inserts, like you said. Um, and I remember in New York, like in the late '90s, like '99, when you go to New York, like all over New York, even in my hood, like the
Mm.
billboard for that
Yeah.
shit
I
was
remember seeing that.
all over, son. Like it was like posters after posters after posters. Like damn,
Yeah.
this album must be dope. But
Yep.
you listen to it, like damn, y'all niggas like this shit.
This
And then
shit.
like I said in the Mac 10 video,
Mm.
how I feel like in '99 when it comes to mainstream artists in '99, it was kind of like the graveyard year for mainstream artists, depending on the artist.
Right.
Not all,
Right.
but for some. Like for example, Little C's, he dropped that album. That was whack.
Yeah.
Um, the Born Again by Biggie, that was trash because it
Yeah.
was just um, it was like recycled beats. I mean, recycled lyrics over new beats. It's
Right.
kind of you know.
Yeah.
Puffy's Forever.
Yeah.
What else? What's that? Mace Double Up.
Yeah.
Now for underground hip hop, completely different.
Hold on,
Yeah.
y'all. I'm gonna take a phone call right quick from my
No
mom.
doubt.
Yes,
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah, man. So yeah, this album is straight trash, but
Yeah.
it's something different. different than our usual stuff, but yeah, this album it was just like, oh my god, Reg, why? Fuck you, my
Yo,
nigga. Why would
I remember going to Beach Street and like they had like the upstairs and the downstairs part
you? Mm-hmm.
and going downstairs where the CDs was like every part of downstairs was covered in the China Door posters.
Oh yeah. Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, and this is before it came out. And I'm like, yo, this gotta be just as good
Yo,
as
nah, nah.
yeah, Il Nana. And then when I got the album, I'm like, yo, this shit is horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, the packaging for the album is dope, but the tracks ain't.
Yeah.
And I played it. I think I played that whole album like from front to back like one time, and that was it. Like I
Yeah.
don't remember the album at all. Like it's been like since 2000. I don't remember like the songs I'm saying. I'm like I don't remember like the songs. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I remember like Nori being on there, and she had was Juvenile on there too?
Yeah, Juvenile, he was on the Ride Down South joint.
Right. Yeah, and
Yeah.
she had Bleak on the track. I remember those, but the
Yeah.
whole album was just bad though.
Yeah. It was like I said, it was heavily promoted. Like it was I think that was like her most promoted album in her
Mm-hmm.
discography.
Yeah,
And I'm
I
like,
agree.
okay. I'm like, okay. I'm like, like I said, it's all over New York, but
Yeah.
when you listen to the, I'm like, damn, this is what you guys was hyping up. Like, I was
Right.
disappointed, you know.
Man.
So, but yeah, I choose Notorious K.I.M. over that album.
Oh,
Over
that's a
the
way
time.
better album.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And that wasn't a classic by any means at all, but
Oh
I
no,
felt like it slept on,
it
and
is.
like she took like about 5 years to come out with it. After Biggie died, and
Mhm.
she got the surgery done on herself and all that.
Yeah, she had a
So that,
whole a
yeah,
whole new transform and shit. Yep.
right. And it was actually I remember when Wendy used to be on I think it was WBLS, here in New York.
Yeah.
Wendy told the story. It was actually Queen Pen's um surgeon that told Kim, that gave Kim the idea to go under the knife and all that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I don't know how true that is, but Wendy had said that on the air that Queen Pen put that idea in her head, like she needed to change her appearance or whatever,
Wow.
because they were all like friends and everything. So
Right. Right. Right.
I
What happened
think
to what
yeah,
happened
but
to Queen Pen?
she like when she stopped rapping, she had did like a book or whatever, her own like tell all book, and then she was like into like writing like romance books and shit.
Oh, like novels and shit.
Yes, that's what she was doing. But I haven't heard from her in years. I don't know what she's up to.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Nah, you good?
I let my mom in, but what were we talking about?
You talking about the Notorious K.I.M. album?
Oof.
Hey, better that album than this bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
I'll somewhat give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that. I just
So,
don't like Kim's shit after hardcore and stuff.
Right.
right.
And I know that album's gonna be my trash hip hop list. So,
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a review for that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that album was heavily promoted in New York too.
Yep.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To be
especially that
honest,
song. Especially that song. No matter what you say, dun,
Mhm.
dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that was all over New York, my dude.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
whew.
But that was like the first video she had with her new look or whatever. And
Right. Mm-hmm.
when I'm like, oh god, she looked like a Barbie doll, yo.
Yeah.
It was nothing like how she was on the first one.
Right.
Yeah.
so did y'all give y'all thoughts on the album?
It's terrible.
Yeah. Like I said, man. Like I feel like with this album, like she was trying to do too much. She was trying to reach out to different masses,
Yeah.
and I get what she's trying to do, but I think it was too early in her career to do that.
Yeah. I agree.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wish she would have done that later on in her career, just not on
Yeah.
this album. Um, which I guess would be like a smart thing, but for that time, no. The
Hmm.
production didn't help. her being the executive producer,
Right.
Oh
didn't
Lord.
help much either. You know what I mean? So that had a lot to do with it, which shows that she had a creative control over this album.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
yeah, but that's what happens, man. Not everybody could be an executive producer because the
Right.
executive producer is what makes the album. The executive producer is what they decide like the flow of the album, the sequences of the album. They
Mm-hmm.
choose what singles to put out, things like that.
Right.
And you could clearly tell this album was all creative control. With
Yeah.
Il Na Na, that was all, um, Jay-Z and track masters and Nas and their input
Mm-hmm.
of what singles to put out and even the writing too, you know what I mean? So with this album, I think she had like I don't I think she wrote her own stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised she had other people write her shit,
Right.
um but either way, like the lyrics is what saved the album. But
Yeah.
overall,
Yeah, man. Like I know Tri said it's terrible and
Yes.
shit. So, me personally, I agree with what Steven said. The only reason
Mm-hmm.
why it's not the lyrics, yeah, the lyric and the flow will save the album. Basically, I just felt like it was a cash in to Bad Boy
Right.
and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, she was trying to do too much. Like
Mm-hmm.
she has East Coast, West Coast, South. I'm just like, and you know what else though? Cause ever since life after death,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of East Coast cats were trying to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? That whole formula, like invite all these guest appearances with all these different coasts and shit. That's my thing, but
yeah, they
because
try to
y'all was
throw the
talking
biggie
about life
bag.
after death yesterday and
Mm-hmm.
shit. And I think y'all said it was overrated, which I have to agree, even though I do love the album.
Mm-hmm.
I said it was overrated. Everybody else loved the album. I like the album, but I don't hold it in high regard like most people do.
Right.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
The album for me is always like hard to listen to because like that's when like after he just died and then it came out on my birthday at that time. So it's always like anytime I listen to that album, I always think back to it takes me back to that time when he passed away.
Right.
But I feel like I don't feel like it's a bad I feel like it's a classic double album, but like I don't think it's better than like Wu-Tang Forever or like All the War. I feel like those are better double albums.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But it's always been hard for me to like listen to it because of that time when everything happened.
Right.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'd rather listen to Life After Death over All Eyes on Me.
Oh,
Right.
I agree with you on that. Yes, I do. I agree with that.
I love All Eyes on Me.
Right.
But I just feel like honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck with with Life After Death. I kind of feel like with Life After Death, I don't feel like Biggie had creative control like he did with
Yeah.
Ready to Die.
He did it.
I feel like with Life After Death, Puffy was on you. He was hot. He was that nigga. So
Yeah.
he and the East Coast West Coast shit was brewing,
Mm.
that kind of thing, and Biggie just let Puffy do all the business aspect of it, and it
Right.
showed. You know what I mean? So all the singles and all that shit, he controlled all that. And
Yeah.
was he the executive producer of the album as well?
Yeah. He was. Yeah.
Yeah. So that shows you. And like I
Yeah.
said, it goes back to executive producers, which I feel like is very important in hip hop
Hmm.
because the executive producers they choose the singles, they control the sequencing, all that shit, the flow of the album and things of that nature. And yeah, man. But I like the album, but I don't like I said, I don't hold it in high regards like most people.
Right. Right.
So there was
So
some
would you?
songs I feel like I could have done without, like Player
Right.
Hater. Like
Right.
all these years I thought that Ron Isley was the one singing that song, but it was actually Biggie singing. I'm like,
Right.
Biggie, don't ever sing again.
And that was a they played that on the radio every day like it was a single already. That was
Are
a
you
big hit over
serious?
here.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
I remember
surprised
them
being
play
in
that.
the news.
And this is before the album came out. They were playing that, so I would like when I heard it, I was like the same way. Like I'm like, that's Biggie singing on Play Hater, and
Yeah,
I didn't really like care for it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he tried something different. Some
Yeah.
people liked it, some people didn't like it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He was
But
just
they
having.
felt like it was a big hit. Yeah.
You right. You right. By the way, what was I about to say? So, Steven, would you rather listen to Conspiracy or Life After Death?
Conspiracy all day.
Interesting. Okay.
That was a
Yeah,
dope album.
conspiracy is very slept on.
Hmm.
Very.
Very slept on because um a lot of people don't like it because there wasn't a lot of Biggie on the album. You know what I mean? It was just mostly the members of Junior Mafia, hence the name
Yeah.
Junior Mafia. That's
Yeah.
the album, right? The album was. I did a review on that album. I think like last year or like early this year.
Mhm.
But I praise that album. And I'm shocked that a lot of people don't talk about that album. But
Yeah.
like I said, I think it's because the lack of Biggie on that
Yeah.
album. The only reason
Yeah.
why people talk about that album is because of the singles, like I Need You Tonight with Leah,
Mhm.
um, or yeah, Leah, Players Anthem.
Yeah.
You know, get money and joints like that. But those are all dope songs. But there's other dope songs on that album, like Realms of Junior Mafia, White
Yeah.
Shark,
Yeah.
Lyrical Wizardry,
Yeah.
Oh My God, Murder Ones,
Yeah.
Crazy One. Oh my God, that shit is
Hmm.
dope,
It
my nigga.
was a bang album, but it's heavily slept on because of the Biggie factor.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shit. The late '90s in hip hop was crazy.
Yeah, man.
Mike is like, wow.
I love Ready to Die. Not Ready to Die. I love Life After Death. I just feel like I don't put it with to me I think All Eyes on Me and Wu Tang Forever were better albums. All the War. I think those were better double albums.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, like well, I don't like Play Hater, but I don't think one or two songs would stop it from being a classic album though.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I don't agree that the whole album has to be flawless.
Right.
That's stupid.
Yeah. I mean, because some people believe that. Like some people feel like, well, if there's no fast forward tracks, then it's a classic. But if you have like one or two, then you can't really call it a classic. Then
That's bullshit because I'm pretty sure those same people don't listen to One Time for Your Mind over Illmatic.
right,
So,
yeah,
Right.
all right, yeah, but yeah, right, yeah. But Conspiracy, that's a great album, man. I love that album, man.
oh yeah, I need to get that. I don't have that.
Yeah,
Me neither.
it's not a print, but you get it for cheap though.
True.
Speaking of, what's your guys' thoughts on Coco Brothers' Rude Awakening album from '98? That Smith and Wesson's second album.
I like some songs on it, but like I was telling Mike, like I think the second wave of like the boot camp like sophomore albums, like they wasn't as great as the classic, like the first song releases.
Right.
Like
Nah, I feel you.
like I don't think any track off of Rude Awakening is fucking with The Shining. You
Oh
know,
no, definitely not. Definitely
and,
not.
with like Empire Strikes Back and the Helter Skelter one. You know what I'm saying? But uh,
Right.
Warzone is the only exception. I feel like Warzone was a solid sophomore album by Black Moon, but it was slept on.
Very
Yes.
something.
So, a lot of other albums came out around that time. I remember going to Beach Street and actually picking up the Harlem World album over Warzone. I don't know why I did that. I was, you know,
Oh my
Oh
God.
shit.
yeah, that was dumb. But I think Warzone was a solid album though. But that I like certain songs off from A Rude Awakening, like the joint with Hurricane G,
Yes,
Spanish Harlem, that
Spanish
was
Harlem.
fire.
Yeah.
And Black Trump with Raekwon, that was fire. They picked the right singles, but I think overall, like people didn't really care for the album compared to The Shining. You know,
Mm.
Yeah, I personally love that album, man. The Coco Brothers album, the Rude Awakening. I very slept on.
yeah,
Um, Yeah, man, very dope. I like songs like the Cash, which is like a play which is like the sequel to Nothing Move But the Cash.
Right.
The song that was left off the Shining album, that was pretty dope. It's
Oh
kind of
yeah.
like the sequel. Um, Maya Angelou, Memorial, Spanish Harlem.
Hmm.
There's a lot of songs on the album that was pretty dope, man. But
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Warzone, that was dope. Very slept on. The only
Yes.
thing with Warzone, I didn't like the singles. The singles were whack.
Right.
Like
Oh,
the
that's like Whirlwind and
yeah, the two tones in the mic shit. That was trash. Those were trash. I didn't like those, but the rest of the songs were dope. Like Annihilation with
oh yeah.
MOP and Teflon. Oh my
Ooh,
That's what.
god, that shit was retarded, man. That should have been a single.
Yeah.
Um, shit like that. One, two.
Yes.
Um, that joint that they did with Headed B. That was dope.
Yeah.
Onslaught with Busta Rhymes. That was pretty dope.
I love that.
Yeah, that album was dope. Very slept on, man.
Yeah.
Um, Empire Strikes Back. I love that album.
Yeah.
It's dope. You know what I'm saying? Starang Wonder doing it. Yo, that album. Yo, you got that song. Suspect Niggas with Havoc.
Yeah. Havoc.
Oh,
Yeah. I remember that.
woo, woo,
Yeah.
woo, woo, woo. Oh man, yeah.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I know what you mean though. Like that second wave of boot camp click albums, wasn't that good.
Right.
The Helter Skelter album, the Magnum Force was okay, but you can kind of
Right.
tell that they were kind of going for that commercial sound because I remember in the interview too that Sean P
Mm.
did around that time, like the release of the album, they were about to release the album,
Right.
was he didn't want to keep making the same he didn't want to keep making those same kind of rapping over those same kind of beats like the
Right.
woo, like the filtered
Yeah.
beats. That's what he's saying about the beat miners.
Right.
Like he wanted to do something new and innovative and shit. So
Right.
you know what I mean? But it didn't really work for them. But
Right.
that Nocturnal album and even the Dirt album from '08. Oh my
Yeah.
god, so fire.
Definitely. And they wasn't bad albums. I just feel like they didn't hold up to like the first releases. That's what I'm saying.
No, I agree. I agree.
right. I gotta check out that last Hustle Skelter album though.
Mm.
Oh my god, you would
Yeah,
love it.
that's fire.
Shit. But yo, this was a dope review though. Dope review.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I had fun.
Shit. Edgar said, I'm so glad I got my hands on the OG copy of the classic Ready to Die, brand new, because the remastered version was cycling bin material. Puffy wasn't even willing to pay to clear the samples for it.
Right.
Lucky you. Lucky
Yeah.
you. Um,
Yeah, shout out to my dude, Killer Tapes. He blessed me with the OG.
Oh, the Ready Die?
Yeah, he blessed
Cool.
me with that. I used to have it, but I gave it to my boy years ago.
Yeah.
But at that time, I didn't know anything about OGs, anything like
Right.
that. I ended up getting the OG. I mean the
Yeah.
reissue from '04 with the
Mm.
black sleeve and shit. I
Yeah.
have that, but I was like, I'm so glad I got the original, the
Right. Right.
OG. So shout out
Well,
to
I kind of wish that they for on the remaster version that they had well on the OG version. I wish they had included like Juicy and Party and Bullshit. They didn't put those on the album for whatever reason.
well, because Party and Bullshit was on the Who's the Man sounds. It wouldn't have fit the album.
Oh, I see. I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like that was more, cause it had like that 92, 93, like early, that 92, early 93 feel.
Mm.
So like I don't think it would have fit the album.
Right.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yep.
Anyway, Edgar said, well, actually, Speaker Cloud said, Dirt is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Sure.
Edgar
Mike,
said, Enter the Stage, The Shining Nocturnal, The Storm, Root Awakening, Warzone. Basically, a lot of all the boot camp albums are almost half hip hop albums to me. I can respect that.
Wow, Edgar, you're a real one for saying that, man. For
yeah,
the people, I respect you for that.
yeah.
I did
That's
not
what
like that album
I
at all.
don't,
That
I
was
don't feel the same
trash.
with those albums. You
Yeah,
know,
like,
Yeah, oh my god. Because at that time, that's when they stopped. They kind of straight. They were straying away from sampling, so they was using like more live instrumentation on
right,
those albums,
right,
and it just didn't work, yo. It didn't
yeah,
work. Like that Night Rider song with Aaliyah was
I
trash.
like that at all.
That shit was so. It was snooze music for me.
Yeah, and they have a video for that too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Oh, Reg, you asked us in the chat, not in the chat in the group on IG, but our thoughts on the Kodak Black interview.
yeah.
Yeah, what's your thoughts? And I'll speak my piece.
Ebro is a piece of shit. Cause like I'm not the biggest Kodak Black fan though,
Mm.
Yeah,
and he's trying to talk about his music. I don't like how these like vultures want to just bring up the bad shit, the negativity. I don't blame him for walking out. To be
Yeah,
real,
right,
because I would have walked out too and shit like that. Because I think he was trying to mention all this shit, talking about the sexual abuse and all that crap.
man.
right,
Like, okay, he's trying to like put that shit behind him. I'm not saying what he did was right if he did do it, but
right,
fuck him for that, you know?
Yeah,
right. What's your thoughts, Chris?
I don't know Kodak Black. I've only heard of these people. I don't like. I didn't see the interview, so I don't know.
Or yeah, my thoughts. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about it. Because I know about Kodak Black because I live in Florida,
Yeah,
and he's from Pompano Beach, which is about 40 minutes away from where I live.
yeah,
And like I said, I have mixed feelings about it, and I feel like yeah, Ebro, he's a dick. He's a piece of
mm,
shit for bringing that up.
mm,
But at the same time, like as a journalist, an interviewer, whatever you want to call him,
mm,
it's your job to ask tough questions.
yeah,
But also too, I feel like shout out to my nigga Doggy Diamonds, he was saying that about how, and which I agree.
mm,
I feel like that Kodak Black needs media training. You
right,
know what I'm saying? Because he's the type of dude he doesn't like to do interviews.
right,
Right.
And I feel like he should have said in the beginning, like even before the shit started, like, yo, dude, like, I can't really talk about that because it's I can't really talk about it because of legal reasons.
right,
Um, I don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And then I see what punk ass Rosenberg tried to do, about the walking on the moon shit. Like,
yeah,
do you think the man landing on the moon was real and it was a conspiracy? And then
mm,
Kodak Black was like, "Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?" And that didn't really help. So,
mm,
and he ended up walking out. But if I was Kodak Black, I would have been like, "Yo, like, dude, like, I can't really talk about it.
man,
Um, I can't talk about it because of legal reasons. I refuse to answer that question."
mm,
And but I understand him walking out too, because like again, right now we live the climate that we live in society with the Me Too
mm,
movement.
yeah,
It's like you can never win no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like if you disagree with them, it's like, oh, you siding with the rapist, which is not the case. It's like I
right,
disagree. But because I had that issue, I had that done to me. Like one of my homegirls, we were talking about the Bill Cosby shit, and I was just pretty much saying like how, yo, there's just certain things like it just doesn't add up.
man,
And she made it seem like that me and my homeboy was like sided with Bill Cosby. I'm like, yo, it wasn't even like that. And it was
right,
like a big hoopla about that shit. So it was like, so it's like you can't win.
mm,
But I just feel like Kodak Black, he doesn't have people in his corner telling him how to do shit, like do shit
right,
the right way.
right,
You know what I mean? And he's 21 years old, so he's young and he's reckless. And
yeah,
the Pompano Beach Boys, them Pompano boys, they don't fuck around. They wild out there and shit.
yeah,
So, yeah, man. But that's just pretty much my thoughts on that. I think they were both wrong.
mm,
I think Ebro more so than Kodak, but I think Kodak was wrong as well. I
yeah,
mean, when they were asking him questions, the answers, he was on point with the answers.
Right.
But him walking away with, I don't think he should have done it. You couldn't be like, dude, I can't talk about that. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants to fucking talk about rape. That's a sensitive topic. I've
Right.
known people personally that got raped. You know, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure people in the chat, you know, you guys in the panel have
Right.
met people that got raped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a very sensitive topic. So, you know, it's one of those things that's like taboo. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, man. Let's see what the chat's saying. Edgar said 1993 to 99 Boot Camp Click is my favorite music of all time and any genre of music in general, so it's hard for me to not like an album they put out. Wow.
I can respect that.
Same.
I love Boot Camp, but not all their releases were classic, Edgar. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they got classics and then they got some mediocre shit, you know?
Right.
So and you know, they watching, so we're gonna tell it like it is. Like we're gonna be real about it. We're not gonna sugarcoat their releases because they watching us, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
I agree.
So yeah, go ahead.
Nocturnal has always sounded like an unofficial soundtrack for the movie 30 Days of Night to me. Listening to that album is like watching that film at the same time, goes together perfect.
It's interesting.
I never heard that comparison though.
For real.
A vampire movie with Nocturnal the album. That's dope. I gotta try that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it and then I'm gonna have the Helter Skelter album on. So.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, Loki, y'all might call me crazy, but I kind of watched The Wizard of Oz with Dark Side of the Moon playing in the background, and it kind of did go together in a weird way.
You know what's crazy? I can see that because you know, just like that kind of, you talk about the OG, right? From the 30s?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that though.
Right.
I can see that. That would play well. I can see that.
Yeah.
For real. Especially when she finally goes to the Yellow Brick Road and then the song Money plays. I'm just like,
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh.
Because I was getting into Pink Floyd a lot, like back in like the mid part of this decade.
Right.
And then my homie was all like, "Yo, you gotta watch this movie with the background because there's been a legend that said that they were influenced by the Wizard of Oz." So I was watching the Wizard of Oz, then Dark Side of the Moon, and it kind of did go together, like with Breathe happening before the hurricane. Then all of a sudden at the end of Breathe, I think Dorothy fell down, and it was just like boom. I'm just like, then Any Color You Like. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
That's my song. Any Color You Like. Jesus.
Very great album.
They don't even sound like it was made in 73.
Oh yeah, they were ahead of their time, man. Like even the first two albums, like The Source for Secrets and The Pipers of Dawn.
Yes.
Those albums, like I said, like both from 67 and 68, but very ahead of its time.
Yeah.
I actually saw a copy of their first album. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get that before the year ends.
Oh shit.
Sid Barrett, man. That was very underrated.
Sid Barrett era, man. Like, yeah. I know they recently, I think like 2 years ago or a year ago, they released a box set of like pretty much like unreleased joints from that era too.
Yeah.
But that goes for kilos.
Oh yeah. Cause I think that was like a 7-disc, 6-disc or some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus, yo.
Yeah, that's OD. Yeah, I think it's from like 65 to like 72, I think.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I think that's why it's so expensive, and that's why I have like so many discs.
You know what's another crazy album that kind of goes well with the movie?
What's that?
Try playing. This might sound kind of weird, but Try playing I'll Be Sure's In Effect mode while watching Boomerang.
Okay. Okay.
It will have some interesting revelations. You'll see.
And
Okay.
you've done this already.
I've done a few. I've kind of sampled a bit songs and stuff like that, but
Interesting.
yeah.
What part of the movie in Boomerang do you put with a song like Off on Your Own?
Off our own and stuff. Let me think.
Yeah, is that like when Halle Berry slaps Eddie and then she walks out the door?
You can say that, but I was also going to say the ending when he finally realized that Hallie's character was the girl for him.
Right. Interesting.
But it's been a while since I've done that, but it kind of went together when I just experimented it with, you know.
That's the only Albie Show album I like too. I like his first one.
What? You don't like the last one?
The
Sexy
last
Verse?
one? I didn't know he was still putting out albums.
No, the Sexy Verses came out in '92.
Oh, I never heard that one. 'Cause I remember telling you that. That was like 93?
Yeah,
Yeah, I never heard that one. I remember seeing a video for that, but I never heard the album. But the second one, I didn't like the second one.
I never heard the second one.
That was the one where he did a rendition of Hotel California by the Eagles.
Oh
Really?
shit.
Yeah, that's the first track on the album actually.
Yeah, because like I heard like, that album got like a lot of hate.
Yeah,
To be
it
honest.
was that album was terrible.
What was like when that came out? Like 90?
Yeah,
Yeah, 90.
Okay.
but that song right now from Sexy Verses, oh
Mhm.
my god, that's
Yeah.
that's my joint right there.
Yeah.
And he put out a recent album, 2009 and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But
Yeah,
once like Bobby Brown came out,
hmm
game over.
right?
Yeah, it's crazy. 'Cause that song, oh, this love is so off the in effect mode. It
hmm
don't sound from '88. It sounds like from like '92. Like it was made in
Right.
91, 92.
Right.
Way
I
ahead
can,
of its time.
I can definitely see that because I'll be sure his pen game was impeccable and shit like that. His pen game was so impeccable.
Yeah.
Right,
He was using
right.
a lot of cats and stuff.
Speaking of,
Mm.
since both of you guys are R&B cats,
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
what's your thoughts on this whole fucking Jacquay and
I
Keith
think
Sweat shit?
Jacquees is just dumb. Like, that the fact that you can actually like say that in front of a legend like Keith Sweat, that's like showing Keith Sweat like so like being disrespectful to like a legend. And I mean, because TMZ Cat had this story and they showed like the actual video where he was like backstage meeting Keith Sweat, and
That's
then
all.
yeah, and then he says like, "Oh well, I'm the king on B." Like, how are you the king on B? You had like one hit. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like if that's like what these kids are doing in this generation, where they're gonna, Migos is gonna challenge Bone Thugs and Jacquees is
Oh,
gonna, Keith Sweat is just like they have no hope. You know what I'm saying? Their generation now are jealous of our generation because we had all these legends, and then even in our generation, we knew who Aretha Franklin and Gladys Knight and the Pips was, and the Temptations and the Four Tops. You know what I'm saying? And we knew who the forefathers was for us back then. And
Mm-hmm.
the fact that these kids now could come out and say, "Oh well, I'm better than Bone Thugs and I'm better than Keith Sweat," it's like, well, you're not going to be around in 5 years to even say that. So
got it.
you know what I mean? I just feel like it's dumb and it's backfiring on them now because like even though you're not gonna lose your young fans, but if you have older fans, you're gonna lose them because they grew up on that older music that you despise right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like Jacquees can't sing. I don't know if he's a rapper or whatever, but he's not good at either. And you're not gonna beat Keith Sweat in anything. Same thing with Migos. Migos got a couple of hits, but they don't have no greatest hits like Bone Thugs do.
But
You know?
like the thing that made me mad about what Jacquees said was the fact that he actually had the audacity to say that you were when he said that you were the king then, but I'm the king now.
Right.
I pulled up, his chart success. His album peaked at number 35.
Mm.
And so I'm pulling up Keith Sweat's chart success.
Mm.
Let me pull up his chart success because I want to, this, as much as we entertain, we educate and speak of clout.
Exactly.
So Keith Sweat, who's been in the game since the mid 70s,
Right.
has had
Really?
1, 2, 3, 4,
80s.
5 #1 albums.
You mean the 80s? You made a mistake.
No, I'm on Wikipedia. They said 1975.
Nah, he been not that long. He been in the 80s. They made a mistake. Somebody hacked that shit.
They said he was in some Harlem band called Gemini. But
Well, that must have been like before he was actually signed. Like he didn't come out to the 80s.
Yeah.
yeah, I know, I know what you mean. Yeah. But yeah, Keith Sweat has had 5 straight #1 albums in the R&B charts.
Right.
Went platinum for over a decade.
Mm.
Had his own radio show.
Dang.
And then you jack his singing style. It's a poor imitation of Keith Sweat's singing style. I'm sorry.
Right.
And you have to ask for yourself the king of R&B.
Right.
Look at yourself in the mirror and just reevaluate your life. Just figure out why you're alive. That's all I have to say. What
It's
made
like
you want to say?
like Lazy Bone. Yo, Lazy Bone was on Team Z last night. And he was talking about it. Like it's cool if you say like, "Oh, I'm the best," when you in your house, but when you actually in public and you saying you're better than a legend like Keith Sweat or Bone Thugs, that's when people is gonna check you for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
like this is why we do what we do to inform this generation that this is who Keith Sweat was. This is who Bone Thugs was.
Exactly.
And I've seen grown people side with Migos saying that they feel like, well, if you listen to Bone Thugs because of their fast style of rap, if you close your eyes, they sound like Migos. Bone Thugs didn't do mumble rap, and mumble rap didn't exist back then.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I don't understand anything Migos say. So mumble rap and that fast style of rap that Bone Thugs and Twista and Crucial Conflict did, that's a whole different style of rap. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
So for people like that to side with Migos and say, "Oh, well, they're the same," I don't see it.
I mean, it's not surprising that they side with Migos and stuff like that.
Right.
Because they'll look at the
This is like artists out now, like underground artists that's talking about it, like they're signing with Migos. So I'm like, well, you just don't like Bone Thugs if you saying shit like that,
right.
you know? So it's I feel like they just like Keith Sweat just ignored him, and that's what you should do because he don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? Migos, they don't know any better, so they're gonna come out and say ignorant shit because this generation they're doing ignorant shit right now.
Right.
So if I was a parent and having a kid growing up in this time, I wouldn't let them listen to trap music. That's just me. The same way my mom, brought me up on the old school music that she was listening to back then. That's how I would have my kids. I would have my kids listening to 90s shit, early 2000 stuff. Nothing that's on the radio now because none of it is positive. None of it has a positive message in their songs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the parents that's letting these kids listen to the music that's out now, their parents are no better because they just as ratchet as their kids that they raising.
And not only that, but a lot of these parents are young too.
Right, exactly.
They had their kids very young, so it's like the parents themselves have not grown. They don't know how to take care of themselves. So it's
Right,
like it's just crazy, man. Like
right. So when you have Tashina, twerking on social media, and she all up in the club every weekend, and her kid is listening to Migos and Little Yachty and all that, they not. It's like the blind leading the blind.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So they have to be mentored, and they don't want to hear nothing that somebody from the old school is saying. So they just have to learn on their own. So if it comes to them, being embarrassed by a legend, then that's what it got to be.
For real.
You know?
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I also want to talk about the Soldier Boy scandal that he got himself into.
Soldier Boy, what the fuck you do now?
Well, Soldier Boy, I think you heard recently that he started getting into like business and stuff like that. So this fool then opened up an emulator, and he was going to charge people to use the emulator, which is illegal. Yeah, your face, Steven. That's my face. Because I knew it was illegal for years. Because you're not supposed to like put like real games on an emulator and shit like that. So now he's getting charged, and Nintendo is wanting him to put him in prison for up to 20 years.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Wow.
I'm telling you. And people actually bought that. People actually bought that. But at the same time, I can't be mad because at least he's doing something with his life, but it's still stupid.
Right. I didn't even hear about that.
That's crazy, yo.
Talking about it's an emulator. But he calls it a video game console called, I think, Soldier Boy something. I don't know. Stupid.
Wow.
I'm like, bro, you dumb. Yo, you just dumb.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm a quote Tyler Perry, like, people in that new kind of stupid. This that new advanced stupid. This shit. This that like special kind of stupid.
Oh, Lord.
Like,
God,
damn, son.
that is retarded, man.
Like, that's as bad as when. That's as bad as how these Instagram. Oh, go ahead. That's as bad as how these Instagram cats, they be doing illegal business. They be flashing all their money on Instagram. 2 days later, they get robbed and some.
Exactly.
Like, this is stupid.
So
Like,
celebrities doing that too. It's like they posting that they out of the country. So when somebody rob your house, you know why? Because you posting people, you telling people where you're gonna be at.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when they rob Rihanna's house or Chris Brown or Swiss Beats, it's because they already posted. Oh well, I'm in Egypt with my wife, and they're already at your house, like stealing all your shit.
for real.
You know?
That's why I don't tell people where I'm at, man.
Yeah, I feel like you could do that, but you should do it like after you get home. Don't do it while you're away, like in another country.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just think that's dumb.
And that's what Snapchat falls in place because with Snapchat, if you say you lie and say, well, I'm not gonna make it to work, I'm sick, you gonna post that like, hey, look at me. Like, it's stupid. Like, it's just snitching on yourself, basically.
Pretty much.
That's why I don't tell people where I'm at on Instagram, social media, unless it's after the event.
Right.
Cause I don't want people knowing where I'm at and stalking me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, shit.
Yeah.
Then people gonna be like, free Soldier Boy. I'm just like, like if the was involved, the man is going to jail, man. Like
This can't be real, son.
Like, Soldier Boy, free Soldier Boy. Oh my God, man.
It's Superman that hoe. It's Superman that nigga.
You're gonna be Superman in that shower sooner or later. You go really Superman in that shower, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So I heard y'all talking about Ice Cube. And it's funny how I was reading an article about all the people all his affiliates Ice Cube had beef with.
Yeah.
Like, damn. They said beef over money. I'm just like, personal reasons unknown. I'm just like, dang, son.
Right.
It's like the Prince of Hip Hop with that. The Prince of Hip Hop with that, man. Like,
but you know what's crazy though? Because he's the Black Jerry Heller. Because the shit that Jerry Heller did to them, he's going to the niggas that he put on. So I don't get that.
Yeah.
It's the money.
Yep.
So
Like how much cash ass movies can you put out and not put out a good album and shit, man? Like, come on.
yeah, yeah,
Like they put all
he had a lot of talent out, man. He had Caution, the Lynch Mob, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
KD.
KB, you know.
Like Yo played it smart. She was tired of hip hop.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that he's still cool with Dub C and shit. 'Cause I saw him perform on YouTube a while back ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Ricardo said, like Ice Cube and Mac 10, they'll never get along and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I doubt we'll ever get like a West Side Connection album.
Right.
Now, see, yeah, in that case, I don't blame Ice Cube in that case because Mike 10 did say something about his brother-in-law.
Yeah. No, that incident happened in the studio because I heard about that incident last year because somebody I know knows him, and she was telling me that like his the wife's brother was like, I think he was like trying to make an album or something, and they were in the studio, and Mac 10 was in there, and I think Mac 10 might have been like recording something, and Cube was there, and like the wife's brother said something about he didn't like the song or something, and Mac 10 got offended by that, and that's when they had the big fight. And Cube jumped in, and Cube was like, "Well, he jumping in because that's his wife's brother."
Exactly.
And every time they had the fight, that's when like he cut him off.
Wow.
So that's what happened, and everywhere he go, even when Ice Cube got the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Dub C was there. Mac 10 wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? When he came to Brooklyn for the Big Three Championship, he performed with Dub C on stage. Mac 10 wasn't there with him. And it's fucked up. It's like I know Mac 10 probably regretting what he did. It's fucked up that he did that shit.
Right.
But it's like you can't do it. If Ice Cube is your homeboy, you disrespecting your homeboy by doing that shit. You
Exactly.
disrespect his family by doing that shit.
Ooh.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't always be a G. You gotta know when to like tone that shit down.
Exactly.
You know.
And that's one thing I wanted to do on this channel. I'm glad you mentioned Dub C because I want to put some respect on Dub C's name on this channel and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tired of everyone always mentioning these West Coast cats, and this nigga's been putting it down since like the mid '80s and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, the Shady's one. That album is so fire, son.
Ooh, my God. Even the one he dropped in 2002 was dope.
What was it, the Ghetto Heisman or some shit like that?
I promoted for that actually. That was on Def Jam.
Oh shit.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
But yeah, he had the Streets with Nate Dogg. That was the single.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, that shit was fire. Scott Storch did that.
Hmm.
But Def Jam they didn't promote the album a lot though. Like you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't know what the you know. They were more interested in putting their money in like Murder Inc. and Rockefeller. They wasn't really focused on Dub C and Scarface when Scarface came out with the fix.
Really?
I
Yeah.
thought the fix did fairly well though.
I
That's
mean,
what.
but it wasn't. It didn't go platinum though. Like it was a dope album to me. But like it if we talk to like Scarface fans, they don't really mention that album from them. They mention the Diary or Last of a Dying Breed.
Really?
Yeah. I never hear nobody talk about the Fix album like that.
I
Dang,
never
'cause-
hear no one talk about Last of the Dying Breed.
yeah, that album was super slept on.
Yeah.
Cause I
That's
hear more
weird.
people talk about the fix though. Damn.
The mixtape DJs, they were playing Guess Who's Back because Kanye West was blowing up at the time as a producer. They
Yeah,
played
Beanie Siegel and shit. Yeah.
they played that all over the mixtapes like it was a Jay-Z song because Jay-Z was on it.
Yeah, that's true.
And they like the only like the video outlets like City, they would play on my block. They play that joint. You know what I'm saying? But the mixtapes, they were playing the other joint. They didn't even make a video for Guess Who's Back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nah, you're right about that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So they didn't promote the fix like they should have. They like you know put out some posters and that was it. They didn't really like it was. You didn't see like no commercials for it on TV and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Same with Ghetto Heisman. They didn't really promote it like that. You know?
Yeah, 'cause I've heard people say like, as far as say like, the Fixes is the Scarface's best album.
Nah,
Yeah.
hell no. Divey is better than that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It was good. I thought it was a solid album, but it just wasn't promoted enough. Like he could have had like other singles out there.
Oh,
You know, and he was also sick at that time. Like I don't know what was going on with him. He was going through something that where he was sick and he was talking about like retiring from the game and all that.
Yeah, I know he suffered from depression and shit.
That might have been it. But he had lost a lot of weight though. He lost like a ton of weight.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I noticed that too.
Yeah. But I don't they didn't promote both of those albums and I was like I didn't understand that. It was like, you know, if this was 94, y'all would have been promoting Warren G or J.O. Felony, but they just slept on those two albums.
Right.
It's crazy. It's like crazy as heck, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy because like it's crazy because not even people mention The World Is Yours like that.
Very slept on album.
Yeah.
Indeed, indeed. Oh shit! So I finally found a good copy of Road to the Riches and stuff.
Oh shit, how much?
About 25 on Vinyl.
Oh, cop that. Cop that.
But I'm kind of sketchy about imports. Is it dope? Is it safe to cop imports or what?
I get it all the time.
Yeah.
Like the
Okay.
Terrorist album. The Terrorist album I copped, the Terror Strikes Always Business Never Personal. I got that stuff from Spain, so
Yeah.
it came. So
Yeah. I get paid tomorrow too, so let me see I gotta do my Christmas shopping first. That might be my Christmas present to myself.
Dope.
word.
Yeah, man. By the way, my sister got engaged.
Oh, congratulations to her, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You're gonna be the best man at the wedding?
I know I'm gonna be something in that wedding. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be the best man though. I know I'll be something.
That's dope,
I know I
man.
gotta save up for a new suit. I gotta get me a new suit, man. I gotta look fly for my sister's wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. 2020. Wow.
That's when it is?
Yeah, they want to have it like February of 2020.
Oh wow.
Mm.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's dope.
I call 2020 the year of perfect vision. I'm not even gonna focus on 2019. No, I'm not even gonna focus on 2019 and stuff. I'm gonna look forward. This decade is over. This whole decade, like low key.
Yeah, basically. Just about.
Like I just America is just slowly going downhill, but I think it just took a steep decline in the past 3 years.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree.
Oh,
It just pisses
right.
me off that, you know, you go to school
Right.
and you can't even find work in your field that you go to school for.
Right.
And it's like with credit, even with credit too, like, if you don't have good credit, you can't, like, it's kind of hard to get shit done.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta pay more money to get a car or to get an apartment. It's just ridiculous, man. It's like it's trying to ruin people's lives and shit.
Yep.
I agree. Shoot, man. Like, can you tell me we have one more year with this man in office, man?
Yeah.
A lot of people feel like he's gonna be the Congress is gonna get rid of him before the end of next year. I don't think he's gonna stay in there for a whole year again.
They've been saying that last year and the year before, and he's still in office.
Right. But
I don't believe what comes.
they're investigating him now, though. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So it's like if they feel like he's in cahoots with the Russians, he's gonna be gone.
but see, they investigated Obama before he came to office.
Right.
Why do they wait now to start investigating him?
I don't know, man.
Well, but the thing with the difference of Obama and Trump, Trump is not having Obama didn't have people fucking lying to the grand jury and
Right.
fucking doing grimy shit.
That is true.
You know? Matter
Yeah.
of fact, I guess one of the judges or that was under Trump
Mm.
quit
Right.
He did.
because of them pulling out in the Middle East. I'm like, yo, guys, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh
So the whole Republican family, the whole Republican, you know, crew, they're like they done with Trump, yo. They don't want no parts of that nigga.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to wish death upon nobody, but I feel like somebody's going to attempt to assassinate him. I don't know. I just feel like he's going to piss off somebody to the point where they're just going to shoot him.
Yeah.
I think they just run up to him and shoot him like some Malcolm X kind of crap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Not comparing Donald Trump to Malcolm X though, but
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah, so many people tried doing that, but people ended up getting caught.
Yeah. Yeah. People want to kill him like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because they announced it on Twitter, man.
right.
They brag about that crap like they bragging about going to a soccer game and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like they have all these guns, then all of a sudden they read all these weird things, start saying jotting some plans down, talking about I plan to kill him at this place and stuff like that.
Right.
And then next thing you know it, they get caught.
Mm-hmm.
It's stupid. Like I remember back in the day when Mark David, where I wasn't even born, but Mark David Chapman tried to kill John Lennon. He was influenced by that book, Catch It in the Rye, basically.
Right.
Oh shit.
Crazy.
Yeah. Like, you didn't need social media to announce that you're killing somebody. You just went up to him and just blasted him in his face.
Right.
Right.
These days, people have to jot down and then they get all these therapy. They have people calling therapy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the parents are like, well, I didn't realize he was this bad or stuff like that. Stupid. Am I lying though?
No, you're right.
It's always the black mom that be on TV crying like how Suge Knight's mom.
Right.
When Suge Knight was go to prison in the 90s, Suge
Right.
Knight's mom was all like, I didn't expect him to be this. He ain't that bad though. Like, shut up. Just shut up. I don't want to get that crap. The man
Right.
wants to drink pee, and you're telling me he's not that bad. The man done dangled somebody in the balcony and stuff like that, and you say he's not that bad. The man's you gave him a girl's name. I feel like you named him Marion. He had all that hostility because you named him Marion after a girl and stuff.
Right.
So how would he feel basically? Because if my mom named me Marion, I would be mad too. Shoot.
Right.
Shoot. I'll work out, gain all that weight so people be like, call me Marion again. Call me Suge. Like, shoot. Now I know how Johnny Cash feels like when he made that song, A Boy Named Sue. All that hostility and stuff like that. But the mom gonna act like smiling in his face like, that's my boy right there. Like, shut the hell up, man. Shut the hell up. Smiling like he just wants to press prize in the soccer game and stuff.
Oh man.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Edgar says the longevity factor with music nowadays is non-existent. It's if you hear it
I
today.
agree.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Nothing lasts long nowadays.
Nah. Even the way that they put out music now is like it's like it's out today and then tomorrow they already working on their next album. And I'm like, I think that's bad too.
It
You know
is
what I'm saying?
bad.
It used to be where like most artists would they would take like 2 or 3 years off before they come out with their next album.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
you come out with a mixtape today and then by next month it's another mixtape.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the only people that's been successful at doing that is Griselda and
yeah.
and and Rock Marcy because they like I feel like they already know the game though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like they've been here for like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But with other artists, it wouldn't work for them. It's like if Styles P came out with a mixtape today, and then next month he come out with an album, people gonna sleep on that because they're like, oh well, you just came out with a mixtape today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's just a different era for music, and it's like you just got to sift through the bullshit to find what you like.
But it's also that too, but also it's the climate of fans too. You know what I mean? Because we live in a generation of instant gratification. So it's like,
Right,
okay, this shit is hot. All right,
right.
I love it, but when's the next album? And it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, what the fuck, nigga? I just put it out. Like nobody digests anything. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
nobody takes the time to learn the lyrics,
yeah,
know the album inside and out. You know, people just want things like everybody's
yeah.
on the go. You know what I mean? And I think that's a big problem with
Right.
music. I can't
Yep.
speak for other genres of music out today, but I know for hip hop,
Mhm.
that's how it is, and it's
Yeah,
sad.
it is.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
You know.
You just got a cut, Reg?
You said what?
You got lace recently?
I can hear you.
Did you get a haircut?
Oh, I got shape up like today.
Okay, yeah, it's fresh, man.
So
Yeah.
appreciate it, man.
Hmm.
Appreciate.
Yeah, I might get mine later on today.
True.
What's up? Hmm.
So what's you got planned for the weekend?
Just putting the tree up for Christmas and all that.
Okay,
My mom's making like a big Christmas dinner. Got some like cousins coming over and stuff.
dope, dope, dope.
Yeah, you
Okay,
know.
Yeah, I gotta go to Durham in the morning. I got a Christmas party to go to later on. Then I'm gonna be doing my Christmas shopping and getting some music and some YouTube stuff done.
okay.
No doubt.
Word.
By the way, I'm gonna drop a song later on though.
What happened?
I'm gonna drop some music later on tonight.
Okay.
Oh, word, dope, dope, man.
Mm, yeah, I'm actually gonna take your advice. Try. I'm actually gonna take a long ass break.
Right.
Yeah,
You said I'm the hardest working man. It's like I always got moves going.
Definitely. Like he every time I get notifications, it's Reg coming out with something. So you know what I mean?
Mm,
Yep.
yeah, man. I just try to do my best, man. Just keep the channel alive,
Right.
podcast bumping and stuff. You know.
No doubt.
hmm
Well, you got 4,000 followers, so you're doing something right.
Yeah, yeah, man. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
see, that's more than me.
They need to be active more. You know what I'm saying? Like you got all these followers, and I don't be seeing them. It's always be me commenting and nobody else.
You know what it is, Trap? It's
Mm.
because like I don't always do hip hop because I just venture out into doing the other genres.
Oh, I see.
And people get turned off by that.
Right.
Because like when I did the George Michael review, I know
Mm.
you were the only one that commented.
Yeah. That
But when
was
I
great.
I review like hip hop, this like
Mm.
everybody wants to put their 2 cents in, you know?
Right. I don't know. They just one track minded. We don't just listen to hip hop. So
Right.
you
Hmm.
know, it's like that would be boring. It's like why you just want to listen to hip hop all the time?
Right.
Exactly.
You know. I
Like I
I,
like
I feel for Mike because Mike, he doing these heavy metal, reviews and people ain't checking for it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
You know,
Nah, I agree. Like I try my best to like like I'll share it on my page on Facebook so people can check it out.
right?
You know, so I definitely can relate to that.
Yep.
Yeah.
What would happen if we decided to do country music? Nobody would check for us.
Probably not.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Probably Johnny Cash, Willie
yeah,
Nelson.
like Johnny Cash, like nobody would watch this shit.
I feel like people will watch Willie Nelson because he smokes and stuff like that. So,
Right.
Right.
but I like a few country music. I'm not gonna front like Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson,
Right.
Glenn Campbell. Like I like a few of that stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
But I know bluegrass. That's kind of pushing it.
Right.
What you said, bluegrass?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Heck, I even like Sheryl Crow early stuff.
Right.
Who's stuff?
Sheryl Crow.
Oh, Sheryl Crow. Yeah. Yep.
That first album's classic. But yeah, man, I kind of took it the way it is though, because
Right.
if I know somebody's watching, then I'm doing my job right. That's how I see it.
Oh, no doubt. No question.
Yeah.
There's some videos I posted back in 2013 that still has not even been commented on yet.
Crazy.
But I keep coming out with new ideas and stuff like that. Like I plan on doing a tribute to Easy Mo B sometime this week coming up.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
plan on doing that.
Okay.
I plan on. Oh, I didn't tell you, Steve, but I plan on doing this video about black actresses who failed as R&B singers and stuff like that.
Wow.
And I got Jasmine Guy, and I'm gonna have Tisha Campbell album. Both first albums.
Wow.
I didn't even know Jasmine Guy had an album out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Full Force produced the whole album.
Who produced it?
Full Force.
Oh wow.
But the Tisha Campbell album, I'm just gonna say my thoughts on that one, though. Which album was bad?
Yeah, I've heard bad things about that album. They came out like 93, 94, right?
93.
93. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I also want to be Whitney Houston crap, man.
Right.
I also think she Beyonce.
Whoa.
Yeah. She's still trying to.
I'll have to disagree on you with that one. I'll have to disagree on that one. I actually like the Lemonade album. I'm not gonna front.
Right.
Yeah, I could never get into Beyonce. She never did anything for me.
Beyonce is talented. I like her first album, but that's where it stops for me. I think she's so overrated. She gets so much publicity about everything.
Because of Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But I mean, she's a talented artist. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like she's the best out because of that she's with Jay-Z. I feel like Alicia Keys is better than her.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
And she don't get half the coverage that Beyonce gets.
But also too, you gotta understand we live in the United States, so everybody's it's all about name brands. So
Right.
it's all about the brand. So it's like it's the same concept with Jay-Z and Beyonce. So they're like that fine wine that people go crazy over.
Right.
It's just based on their name alone. Like, Jay-Z or Beyonce. They're not gonna disappoint for the quality of music that they put out. At least to some people, anyways. They're gonna take for it no matter what.
Right.
So
And like, I understand Beyonce gets overrated,
Mm-hmm.
but like at the same time, it's just like I've liked the music since like Destiny's Child.
Right.
Cause my sister been putting me on that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I just like progression, But for people to say like she's a Michael Jackson of today, I'll just be like, okay, y'all pushing it. Right?
they pushing it real hard.
Like I'm all for giving her respect, but y'all pushing it.
Yep.
Show some respect in Michael's name, man.
Yeah,
Fuck
man.
that. Yo, fellas, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm getting tired, but it's
Same.
been real. Thank you for glad you chose me to do this. I had fun doing this. It was funny and it was dope.
Yeah, I'm about to call it a night too, because
Yeah, man.
I gotta call my
Yeah,
friend out. But thank y'all so
yeah.
much for coming, man. I'm
No
sorry I
doubt.
do this.
Nah, you good. You good. You good. So any bad albums, I'll endure. It's good. It's a good change too because I don't really get to do a lot of bad albums, so something different.
Mhm.
So next time you do
Yeah.
a bad album, you can hit me up, whatever. I'll do my notes.
No doubt.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
oh god.
Kamikaze.
Oh Lord, I'm not gonna be there for that one. I'm gonna tell you that.
All right. I'll do it solo. I'll do it solo. I understand.
Oh man.
It was either
No
that one or struggle.
shit. I'd rather do the Talib one. I actually like that. I actually like that one though.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that, but I'd rather do that over Kamikaze.
Oh God.
I feel you. But I'm gonna talk to y'all though.
All right,
All
man.
right,
All right.
All right,
Peace.
Steven.
Good night,
Peace.
chat.
peace.
Edgar, Mike, everybody. Peace.
Peace.